Hey everyone, welcome back to BJJ Surf Paradise. Just had a fantastic surf out there. The wind's just come on shore a little bit. I thought what we might do today is have a look at some infinity pools. We definitely want a pool at the resort. The ocean behind me is definitely the best pool that you can have, but there's nothing like relaxing in a pool with a drink after a good surf, a good BJJ session, good stretch, and finish off just relaxing in the pool in the evenings. So let's have a look at the top 10 pools that I found on the internet today.
Alright, just a reminder before we jump into looking at all these amazing pools, make sure you hit the subscribe button to give yourself an opportunity to come and stay at the resort for free. As you know, if you've watched the previous videos, we're going to be building a resort out in Indonesia, and we're hoping to get enough subscribers and views to pay for all of your holidays, so make sure you like, share and subscribe. Alright, let's jump into the infinity pool number 1. This one looks amazing. I could definitely see this one at the resort. I like all the black stones at the beginning. Probably the downside to this is it's a little bit low, so if you've got a group of people and they want to be at the end, and I can see myself at the end of that pool in the evening, maybe with a couple of drinks, it's pretty narrow, but other than that, just absolutely beautiful. I love the way it extends into the ocean. We don't have that opportunity, but certainly beautiful looking pool, and probably looking more at the design and the colors around the pool that I really like. The bit that I don't like is there's no deck around the pool, so might not be up there with one of the top ones, but maybe if you added a nice wooden deck around it, it would look pretty great. Right, so I put pool number 2 in here just so that you can get a contrast between what I was talking about with that narrow edge and this beautiful reflection that you get with a nice wide frontage across the beach. Definitely could see this one coming in. A little hard to tell what they've got on both sides of this, but I just wanted to put this in as a comparison to that first slide. I like the tiles in the bottom. Those blue tiles look amazing as well, and I could definitely see the restaurant being up at the right hand side of the pool or on the left. The other options, which I'll show you later, are looking out with the restaurant just at the back of the land, and as you walk out into the restaurant you see the pool in front of you, and then the infinity part right looking over the beach. So pretty excited about this one. Definitely one of the options. Pool number 3, I like the way that they've integrated the wooden platform. They've got trees, they've integrated some of that foliage around the pool. Probably not a particularly functional pool though. I do like the aesthetics, but I also like a pool that you can swim in. It looks pretty narrow along that front, so maybe you need to extend it out in front of you a little bit. It does look like there might be a little kiddies paddle pool in the beginning here, which I also like because we've got kids and obviously it wants to be a family friendly resort. So possibly an option. Maybe not one of the top ones. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this something that you might like to see at the resort? Right, pool number 4. So I've thrown this in as a real contrast to having all those trees that are blocking the view. You can see the trees along the side of this pool, but the openness and that space that you feel when you look at this pool, this one looks amazing. I love the shallower pool. You could definitely make those 2 different depths as well. So one for like, little toddlers, 1 and 2 year olds, maybe some up to about 5, 6, 7 years old, and then the main pool for the adults. I also like those steps going around on both sides of the pool, and you could see how on one side we could have the gym, and on the other side we could have the restaurant, or potentially have the restaurant coming out onto that deck. Yeah, I really love this design and the way that you can walk along the middle of that pool as well. This could definitely work. Pool number 5 now. This is an interesting design. Having a bed right in the middle of the pool, pretty cool idea. Maybe I'm just a little bit practical. I think it just takes away the functionality of having the pool itself, but then again, maybe the kids would love climbing up on that platform, throwing themselves off it. You take away a lot of the swimming aspects of the pool, but you certainly add somewhere where people could hang out during the day, and maybe I could see some sundowners there. I haven't mentioned it before, but the sun goes down right in front of the hotel. There are the most amazing sunsets from where we're going to be building. So having all of those lounges along the side and then that one bed in the middle, yeah, maybe it's doable. Alright, for the next few slides, this is where we're going to focus on the position of the restaurant, the gym, the yoga platform. That's going to be all important as to how we structure this around the land when we get to our land design. As you can see here, it looks like a room, but it's the concept that I love, where you've got this wooden deck coming out of our restaurant, straight into the pool, straight onto the beach behind it. So it just That would just be amazing while you're sitting there having lunch, having drinks in the evening. You just have this view. You'd have the reflection of the sunset onto the pool as well in the late afternoons coming into the restaurant. That's why I'd really want to build that restaurant behind the pool. The other option, of course, is to have the 3 different platforms, the restaurant, the yoga platform, and the gym sort of surrounding the pool, or possibly out to the side. But this is going to start giving us some ideas. Let us know what you think. What's the most important thing to have around that pool? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As you move on to pool number 7, you can see here the concept of having the restaurant on the side of the pool. Yeah, it's nice. Maybe that's like a walk-in bar as well, so you could swim up to the bar. That's one of the benefits of having it along the side. You've also got the views right over the beach from the actual cabanas or from the restaurant. So there are pros and cons of both. We're probably going to be about 15 meters of beach sand between us and the pool, maybe even 20-30 meters. So if you bear that in mind when you're having to think about what this might look like, that's why it's so exciting to be looking at these design opportunities so early here. Where do we want our restaurant? Where do we want the villas? Where do we want the pool? It's really, really exciting. Let us know what you think. Do you like this on the far side, or would you prefer to see it behind? Pool number 8 here. This is pretty much what I've been talking about all along with the restaurant behind. The deck's a little small for me. What I like about this though is where you see those steps coming in. There's a little bit of a toddler pool here before the step down into the deep one. I love how wide this is, and the fact that there's deck chairs on both sides, which is what we're planning on doing. And now, although the sun's setting down at the side of this, you can just imagine that sun right in front of you looking out across that pool. It's just going to be stunning. Yep. This is definitely one that I'd consider from a concept perspective aligns best with what we're thinking about at the moment. Alright, pool number 9 is a different one entirely. So far we've seen all squares, rectangles, everything just angled, sharp angles. This one is a semicircular pool. It's got slightly softer edges. I'm probably more of a fan of the straight lines. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing, but hey, you know, different horses for courses. Let us know whether or not you'd like to see a sort of more curved look to the pool, or if you're the same as me where everything's just nice straight lines, just make it look nice and clean. Beautiful sunset though, I could definitely appreciate that. Pool number 10 is, I thought I might stick with those curved sides. This one, again, I just couldn't see this placing lounges. How do the lounges sit around? This looks like a lot of wasted space, and not really what I like, but maybe it's what you like. Thanks for joining me on the journey through the pools today. Keep an eye out for the videos that are going to be coming up on jiu-jitsu gyms, on yoga platforms, on kids' playgrounds, all the things that we're going to build out at the resort to make this just a super friendly resort for everybody. We're going to try and have something for everybody out here. If there's anything in particular that you love about resorts, always leave those in the comments for us. And please make sure you subscribe to give yourself a chance to come out and stay here for free. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.